¿Cómo están, clase? ¿Muy bien? Hola, Ari. Todos están en el Google Doc. Already April 9th. Amazing. Okay. Everybody go ahead and join us on the Google Doc. I'll put it in the chat bar. It's also in the email I sent. All right. So just a little bit of review before we forget things. Very easy to forget. Our double object pronouns. So remember, if I say pass the papers to George. Let's say I pass to George. Okay, someone translate that for me. Hola, Harid. Someone write the translation there. We got 4 out of 7. We're doing better today.
What tense are we translating it?
Just translate it exactly what it says. Just translate. It's present tense. Work together. See if we can get that figured out. I passed the papers to George. Okay, Nehemiah's got some basics down. Let's there we go. Paso. Okay, good. Might be quicker to write your own. There you go, Jared. The race is on. The race is on. Who's going to get it first? Okay, so we have Vita and Jared. Vita's got she's minus an E there, but hey, we got the just Papeles. Papeles. So paso los papeles a Jorge. Now, how do I say I passed them to him? See who gets this one. I passed them to him. Muy bien. Jared. Perfecto. Except for here, you can drop out the AL. But it's perfectly fine to leave it there. Sometimes they leave them in, sometimes they don't. So, see, Jared's down here. Se los paso a él. Okay, why is it se los? Okay, we'll replace papeles with los. Normally, we'd replace Jorge with le. And remember, Spanish just doesn't like the le plus lo, la, los, la. So it has to be se los paso a él. Perfecto. Let's do another example. Right up here. Okay, Susan gives the address to the students. Okay, everyone translate that one. Everyone find your own line. Sign in like Vita did. Okay. We'll make this you over here. Yeah, there we go. Jared, are you using Google Translate? Oh, I forgot to put the. Let me give you guys the accents. I'm sorry, I forgot to put them up at the top of the page. The sentence on top. Susan gives the address to the students. Did we lose you, Vita? Okay. Okay, so Vita, Susan gives the address to the students. Okay, very good. Susan gives the, Susana da la dirección a los estudiantes. Perfecto. Now, say she gives it to them. Placing everything with pronouns.
Okay, somebody deleted half the stuff that I wrote because the one that I wrote about Susanna at the beginning was erased, and then my second sentence where everything was replaced with pronouns, like about, oh, I don't remember.
Okay.
But the second
Here
one,
it is,
somebody
right here.
deleted that too.
It's down below. Vita, right there. That part of it right there, anyways. I would venture a guess as to who it might be, but I'm going to be nice. Okay, Susana, dale dirección. Okay, now she gives it to them. Okay, dirección es masculino o femenina. Es la dirección. So ella se. Yeah, everybody has the same thing. Se la da. Ella se la da. Perfecto. Ella se la da. Very big difference between Susana da la dirección a los alumnos. Es muy interesante how we can take something so big and make it so small, just like in English, right? She gives it to them. I could arrange it in English and I say she gives it them, but it really, she gives them it is what I could say. She gives them it usually, you know, before going on a field trip, but that's not truly proper in English. So we'll say she gives it to them. So ella se la da. Perfecto. Tara, do you want to change yours there? Se la da. Perfecto. Okay, we'll do one more. The sentence. Oops, I'm sorry. Let me get on my own thing. This last one. Nadia. Shares her favorite books with with me. Okay. Nadia shares her favorite books with me. To share, compartir. Muy bien, Vita. You remembered. One more mistake. You made the adjective agree, now make the noun correct. Perfecto. Nehemiah, pay attention. You're translating this sentence right here. Nadia shares her favorite books with me. You're zoning. You're zoning, buddy. Conmigo, right? Conmigo. And with you, if we're using the two form, it's contigo, right? Everything else, con usted, con ella, con él, but conmigo and contigo have their own separate little. Remember, we had this conversation. We talked about that. That's a current brand of those hot and cold bottles, right? Conmigo is a brand. With me, which makes sense, right? Your drink is always with you. Okay, now make it she shares them with me. She shares them with me. Muy bien, Adi, muy bien. Yeah, replace conmigo with the pronoun, Jared. And put it in its place. Muy bien, Adi. Okay, so get rid of conmigo, Vita, and replace it with muy bien. Ella me los comparte. Ella me los comparte. Perfecto. Perfecto. Okay, and then some of you, let's see. Sus libros. Yeah, Addie here. Sus libros favoritos. Same with you, Vita. Sus libros favoritos. Sus libros favoritos conmigo. Ella, Nehemiah, the indirect object always comes first. So it's ella me los comparte. Ella me los comparte. Muy bien. Okay. So just un poco de repaso, right? A little bit of review keeps things fresh. And I was sure that that was something that we probably, because it's a somewhat difficult topic, or just requires a little bit extra thought. Okay, now let's look at página 242. Página 242. Página 242 en el texto, por favor. All right. So we got futuro de los verbos irregulares. So we learned that the future es muy fácil, ¿sí? Es un tiempo. Tiempo is what they call a tense. Es un tiempo muy fácil. Es un tiempo sencillo, simple. Okay. In the fact that most irregular verbs or stem changers or those kind of things kind of go normal in the future, and then all the endings are the same, right? We only have one set of endings for all three types of verbs, which is kind of nice. But then we also learned that we don't use the future tense very often. Most of the time we use the construction I am going to. Like tomorrow I'm gonna. We don't even say going to, right? Tomorrow I'm gonna teach. I'm gonna teach Spanish 2 in Rancho Cordova. Okay. So we think we're saying something and we're not. It's like I said to my students, let me see, what page are we on? Let's see. I said to my students, what's this word? And I don't know if it was my Spanish, I think it was Spanish 2, I can't remember. What's this word? Okay. So it says, oh, it's I will. Yeah, most people don't say, I will go tomorrow. Okay. And we don't say I'll. What do we say? I'll go tomorrow after class. When are you going to teach me my math lesson? I'll teach it all. Sounds like all, right? I'll teach it tomorrow, in the morning. Okay, all. We think we're saying I apostrophe LL, but that's not what we're saying. We're saying all. Okay, future. Irregulars. Okay, so we have this little list here. Study the following forms of the verbs that have an irregular stem in the future tense. Notice it says irregular stem. Note that the endings for all irregular verbs are the same for those. So we're not going to have any irregular endings. We're just doing things to the stem. So remember, in a verb, we have stems and then we have endings. Okay. In every other tense, the stem is everything before ER, AR, and IR. Okay. But guess what? Now the stem is everything before the endings because we keep the whole infinitive form, right? So the stem for hacer is HACER. And the stem in the present tense, though, the stem of hacer is what? HAC. Okay. So let's look at what's going on with these verbs. Tener. Tell me what's going on with the verb tener. Okay. We're dropping out the E and changing it to D, right? If I want to say, tomorrow I will have a hamburger. Mañana tendré una hamburguesa. Okay. We will have class tomorrow. Tendremos clase mañana. Or no tendremos clase mañana para el growth. See? So just think, drop the E, change to D. Same thing with salir, right? Drop the I, change to D. Saldré. ¿Cuándo vas a salir? When are you going to go? Saldré a las 10. I will go at 10. Saldré. So we got D's going on. So we're going to call these the D verbs. Venir, same thing. Drop the I, add a D. So, when will George come? ¿Cuándo vendrá Jorge? When will George come? Oh, pienso que vendrá a las 8. I think he will come at 8. Okay, and look at number 2. Other verbs that follow the same pattern are poner, saber, and poder. You're dropping that final vowel and adding a D with the exception of the verb saber. You're just Saber and poder, what are you doing? You're actually just dropping the E and not adding anything. Okay? So instead of saying saberé, I say sabré. Instead of poderé, podré. Okay. Those I can understand why there's a spelling change there. Just natural speaking, it kind of drops out. You drop a syllable. Okay? So all those verbs. So just add poner to the ones above. And then with saber and poder, you're just dropping the final vowel. Okay, the verbs decir, hacer, and querer also have an irregular future stem. But guess what? Outside of these, what, 9 or 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's actually 10. 10 verbs, and the last one's just not even very common. Okay, so what happens with decir, hacer, and querer? Okay. Honestly, we could put querer up in the above, right? Because what happens? Querer just drops out the E. So we could kind of group it up there with saber and poder. I mean, that's how I would group it. Saber, poder, and querer, dropping the final E. And then we roll our R instead of just making it sound like a D. All right, decir, what's going on? Now we're dropping out a whole bunch of stuff. Dropping out the E and the C. And hacer, we're dropping out the C and the E. So you just have to rememberize, as one of my children used to say. You just have to memorize these irregulars. So sounds like something that a good quiz would be made out of. And then number 4, note that the future of I, there is, there are, from the verb haber, which when we conjugated it for the present perfect, I was nowhere on. Remember we did the, it was as, a, hemos, habéis, and on. So I was not in there, though that was the present tense conjugation for the verb. So we just say it comes from the verb haber. I can't tell you exactly how or where it comes from, but just know that that's what they say. Okay. So if I say, how many are there? ¿Cuántos hay, right? But how many will there be? ¿Cuántos habrá? Okay. So the examples, ¿cuántos habrá? How many will there be? Like tomorrow, we're going to need to prepare all of the meals for the project. Okay. Well, how many will there be? Habrá como 50. Okay, there will be about 50. Habrá más de uno. There will be more than one. Habrá por lo menos 4. There will be por lo menos at least. That means for the lesser, for the least. Habrá por lo menos 4. Okay, so let's put these verbs to work. We have about a minute. Let's look at ejercicio. Ejercicio 6. Let's look at ejercicio 6. So it says converse according or following the model. Beatriz no vino hoy. So Beatrice did not come today. And then you'll say, no, but she will come tomorrow. Susie didn't play the piano today. No, but she will play tomorrow. Okay, so follow the example there. Do number 1, Nehemiah, number 2, Vita, number 3, Addie, and number 4, Jared. Página 243. Fazer 5 as an example. Número 4, Hadid. Nehemiah, number 1. Okay, let's poner. Okay, had it. Okay, what's the verb there? We didn't have time. It's número 4. Es tener.
I was still looking at 6. Let's see if I can do it now.
Nehemiah, did we lose you? Okay. Jared. Always gotta be the one doing your own thing. Now answer it right, boy. Okay. Looking at the verbs below, I've placed where I want everybody to conjugate those verbs. So how do you take yo through usted, Vita take nosotros through ustedes? Conjugate those verbs en el futuro, right? In the future, because that's what we're doing right now. Muy bien. Oh, Addie, you forgot these are regular. Number 2, the verbs in number 2 on page 242. It's one of the ones where you drop the E and change it and add D. There you go. Perfecto. Nehemiah, we've lost you. Okay, muy bien. Okay, so I do have homework for you guys being posted right now. Since most of you do it last minute anyways, I do apologize to any of those of you who do it early. I do apologize. Vita can vouch for me. I was out of town and then I didn't get home till late on Saturday and then I forgot about it yesterday. So homework is posted now. Okay. Please go forth and do it for me. We can move on. Not a whole lot. Okay, not a whole lot of work. Not too torturous. Okay. Es todo para hoy. Let me double check. Muy bien. Perfecto. Sabré, sabrá, sabrá. Pondré, pondrás, pondrá. Pondremos, pondrés, ¿no? Perfecto. Muy bien. Adiós clase. Hasta mañana. And homework is posted. So, muchas gracias por todo. Hasta luego.
Sorry about that, Mr. Shaw. I was in the bathroom.
Okay. Well done. Adios.
Wait, I have a question. Mom wants to know. My mom wants she wants a straight answer. About if they're gonna Spanish 3 next year.
Yeah, I will do it. Regardless if it's 1 or 3, it'll be online. So yes, I will do Spanish 3 next year. There are, I think, at least 2 other people that have said they're interested in it. So it'll be flexible, it'll be online. Okay? Did you catch that?
Yeah, I got it.
All right. I wasn't sure if you had already cut out or not. All right. Adios. Hasta miércoles.
Adios.